Namaskar. Welcome to another yoga class. We are focusing on concentration and how to bring focus to the mind during meditation. And to do this, it's very helpful to do asanas that support the concept of focus. So, my name's Kate. I'm the Greenie Yogini. Thank you so much for joining me in my beautiful studio in Maleny in Queensland, Australia. Today we will start with Yoga Mudra. We'll go through some warm-ups. Chandra Asana. It's similar like Surya Namaskar, but Surya Namaskar means salute to the sun. And Chandra Asana means it's a salute to the moon. Very good for the lower back. And then we'll move into Gyanasana. Gyanasana's really good, again, for getting that concentration in the mind happening. Particularly good if you're a student and you want to retain a lot of memory, like a lot of information for exams and so on. Gyanasana is the very best one for that. Okay, so let's begin with our Yoga Mudra. We're going to sit with our legs crossed on the mat in Bhujanasana, which means just have the legs crossed and the hands behind the back. And we're breathing in. And as we breathe out, we're imagining, remember we talked about breathing a couple of classes previously. We're trying to imagine that we're going to empty the lungs fully. So breathing in as you come down, also feel that you're drawing across the ceiling with a long pencil attached to your head, all the way down, 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 and dropping the face towards the mat. Fully exhale for 8 counts. 6, 7, 8, and breathe in, coming up. Now we do this 8 times so that we can start to train the adrenal glands, the pancreas, and the small and large intestine into a rhythm. And breathing in, coming up. And the idea of that rhythm is that then helps with secretion of hormones, because when the organs are vibrating or they're pulsing at different rates, they secrete different hormones and stimulate different hormone production. So what we want to do is create the optimum level for the most beneficial hormones to be released into the body, which has to do with regularity of breath and holding, pausing, inside postures that are putting pressure on the different glands and stretching other glands. Let's swap our feet over and coming forward and down, hold. Breathe in, coming up. And again, forward and down, holding. Breathing in. Feel that lengthening through the spine as we come up. And exhale. Nice long spine, long back, coming forward and down, hold. Inhale. And final stretch. Forward, down, and hold. Breathing in, coming up. Beautiful. And then we're going to come forward. Let's do our foot against the thigh, hands coming up over the head. And exhale, coming right out over the foot, dropping the head forward and hold. Breathing in, coming up, lift that leg up against the body and both feet out in front. forward and down. Exhale and hold. Breathing in. Knee up against the body and dropping to the side. Exhale, forward and down. Hold. Breathing in. Knee up and both feet out. Forward and down. Hold. And breathing in. Coming up. Knee against the body and dropping to the side, coming forward and down, hold. Breathing in, knee up, both feet out in front and down. Inhale, lifting that knee up, dropping it to the side and exhale. Now today, breathing in and arms down today. Leg up and also down. Today we're going to be working again on stretching through the adrenal glands. One of the reasons why people find it really difficult to focus and concentrate is because either fear, which creates a fight or flight response, or anger, or long-term bitterness, which can then lead into depression, are all impacting the adrenal glands. So they can be over-secreting and or exhausted, which means under-secreting, in which case the mind will not be able to focus because it'll be jumping for solutions all the time, looking for a way to get out of a situation, which is that fight or flight response, and or a way to justify a situation that might be occurring and to remain inside it in that battle, in that sense of battling. So both those instincts are based inside the adrenal glands. In the Manipura chakra, which is based in the tummy, can be also impacting the pancreas, which has to do with blood sugar levels, giving ourselves bursts of energy, which then the body has to process. And one way to start to calm all of that down is to start to work on relaxing the lower back, firming up the tummy, and creating a better digestive system. So we'll do a stretch through that whole area. Coming up, we'll do a sequence called the Chandra Asana, which is the moon asana. And we're going to have our feet slightly apart, situated underneath the shoulders, hands coming out in front, and then we're bending down and just holding. Now we did this a little bit yesterday for the Bhav Asana. And when we come up, we bring our hands out to the side and stretch over, holding. And then we're going to twist our body around, hand out in front, bending the front knee into what's traditionally the warrior posture. And then straightening up, bring this arm over the head and down, dropping the head over the front knee. Then hands balancing on the mat, we're bending that front knee and going into a long lunge. And instead of dropping onto the knee with like Surya Namaskar, we're going to twist the body around so that we're in that long lunge facing forward. Now, if you're able to put your foot on the ground, that's great. Otherwise, sitting up on your toe. And this part of the body is completely open. And if you're able to, bring your hands up into a Namaskar position. Then we're going to walk ourselves across to this foot. So hands on the mat, moving across over to the other side. And hold. Now we're twisting around over the front knee, back into the lunge, palms next to the foot. And straightening up into the star position, head down over that foot. Bringing the front arm up, over, and bending the front leg. And then turning to face the front and back down into the star position. And then as we come up, we bring our feet and our arms slightly together and bending down. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Coming up, hands out to the side. This time, start in the opposite way. Back over the leg that you were just on. And then turning around, twist the body, bend the front knee. Into warrior pose and bringing that back arm up, over and down. And then stretching through into the lunge. And turning around to face the front. Hands in, Namaskar. Moving across, walking over to the same lunge on the other side. Namaskar. And turning the body over the front leg into the lunge. And lifting up. Head over the knee, down towards the ankle. And coming up, bending the front knee. Into warrior pose. Facing front, knee straight. One arm up, the other down. Star. And straightening. Bring the feet and the arms together and down. And coming up and down. Okay, so the next posture that we'll do, have a relax, go right down over the feet if you like. Relaxing through the back. And coming up. Let's come back down onto our mat, crossing the legs slightly, coming down, and we'll do our Gomak Asana again. So one heel underneath, so left leg underneath the right buttocks and the right leg coming over, and tuck that one right underneath the buttocks on the other side. Sitting down on your bottom, on your butt cheeks, and then that opposite arm to leg coming under and catching with the hands. So when I first taught this to you, we had our feet out to the side. Now we're bringing it closer and tighter and tucking the feet in underneath the buttocks. Looking straight ahead. This posture, which is called cow's posture or Bhujanasana, is very good also for detangling the mind. We're crossing the left and the right hemispheres over each other. And this always helps to detangle the way that our thinking is. So holding that up for 30 seconds, breathing normal. And release. And let's do the same thing on the other side. Now we have the right foot sitting underneath the left buttock. Left foot sitting, tucking it in as close as possible and resting the buttock on both of those feet. Now we've got the opposite arm coming over the back, catching it with the other hand, looking straight ahead and holding. And release. Let's do that again on each side. Not only does practice make perfect, but also working through the body every day means that we start to change the glandular secretions, which is what we're wanting. So sitting quietly and still, looking slightly above your eye level. And hold. And releasing. And let's do that one more time. Just becoming aware of your thoughts, especially if you've got any thoughts that are tangling your mind. Start to feel that detangle occurring. Just become aware of your thinking. Reflect upon that. Accept the thoughts, accept the emotions, and then let go. And release. Okay, before we go into Gyan Asana, we'll lie down on the mat and do our cobra. So coming up onto the knees, let's just lengthen the back first of all in cat posture or cat warm up. So So dropping the tummy down, looking up, and bringing the navel up towards the backbone, towards the ceiling. Breathe out and breathing in, looking up, dropping the navel towards the floor and extending. And last time, breathing in, looking up. And extending. Coming down onto the knees, caterpillaring through. Bring those legs out behind and coming up into cobra and down. Exhale and inhale, coming up. Exhale, releasing. Inhale and hold. Exhale, forward and down. This one's a really easy and good posture for focusing on how we're thinking and particularly noticing if I have any negative thoughts, to breathe light and warmth into any areas of the mind or the body that has stress or tension, and breathing out, exhale, releasing any stress, any tension from the body and mind. Breathing in, come up, hold. And exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathing in. And exhale. We repeat this 8 times. So we're coming up now to our 5th inhalation. And exhale. And 3 more times. Breathing in, come up. Holding for 8 counts. Exhale. Breathing in. Hold. Exhale. And last time. Breathing in and hold. And exhale. Head to the side, palms facing upwards next to the body, and release and relax onto the mat. Using those few moments just to breathe light, warmth, relaxation through the body, relaxing the body and the mind. And coming around, stretching up, long stretch. And we'll try Gyan Asana. So Gyan Asana, we're going to sit back on our feet with the toes curled underneath. And essentially what we do, it's good to be near a wall. If that helps, you're going to sit back up on the toes. And then before we go up, pop one of your feet on top of the thigh. So I'll do this one so you can see. So this foot is now seated up on the thigh and I'm coming back. Use that wall for balance. Keep the hand next to the foot that's the supporting leg. No, sorry, the other way around. So the hand next to the supporting leg, and then we're going to be lifting up. We'll stay like that for a while until you get the balance. Lifting that hand, and it's going to go straight up, pointing to the ceiling. Keeping a nice straight back and good concentration. Okay, let's try that on the other foot. Now, if you're having trouble balancing, then put your foot close to, have yourself so that when you sit back, you can be against the wall. So foot over the top, just to build up the posture. Find that space behind and hand up. And use the wall as a way to help find that balance. And build up the strength in the ankle and the thighs. And coming down. Legs back down on the floor. Bring that foot through. We'll do it again on both sides. Then what happens is we start to slowly come away from the wall so that we're finding our balance without the wall. But if you have a fall, you can always lean back onto the wall. Arm up straight. Finding that balance. And hand down. If it's easier, flick that foot off. And then last time on the other side. So this one, it takes so much concentration to hold this position that it becomes a way to build the mind into a steady state of focus. And hand down, bring that foot off. Okay, and we'll finish today with our Dirga Pranam. So we're going to continue sitting up on those toes, hands coming up over the head, and keeping the elbows next to the ears, coming forward, down and hold. Fully exhaled, stretching through that lower back. stretching out the adrenal glands. And breathing in, coming up. And again, exhale, forward, down, hold. And breathing in, coming up. And breathing out, forward, and hold. Inhale. And exhale. Again, focusing on our thoughts, releasing, letting go with the exhaling breath. Any tension, any worries in the minds, in the emotions. Breathing in. And exhale, forward, down, and out. Inhale. And exhale. Hold. And breathing in. Okay, let's do our self-massage. Starting with the head, massaging through the scalp, around the back of the ears, and across the face, the eyebrows, pressing around the eyes, under the cheeks and under the chin, around the lips. So particularly around the jaw, massage to release, and around the back of the ears, and down the side of the neck, coming into the shoulders. So we massage through the shoulder, into the wrists, and right down to the fingertips. And the other side, massaging through the shoulder, under the arm, into the elbows, right down through the arm, and into the fingers. And across the back of the body. So we're dividing the body down through the center, massaging across the back, and again, you can massage each of the shoulder blades, which gives that opportunity to practice that cow's head posture, Asana, and the same on the other side, massaging through, around the shoulder blades, around the side of the body, and if you like, catching the hands. And coming down across the back, right down around the hips and the waist. The same thing around the chest, coming through into the stomach, so that we're massaged into the navel area, massaging around, underneath the rib cage, right down into the side of the hips, and then down into the legs. Massaging the soft part of the thigh all the way down to the knees, down the calves, and right down into the foot. And the same on the other side. Through the soft in the joint, through the soft inner thigh, right down into under the legs and the knees, coming down through the calves, ankles, and then into the feet. Now, if you have time and you want to practice a little bit of self-care, definitely massaging through the feet is a really good experience. So starting with the toes, massaging each toe gently and carefully. Massaging around into the ball of the foot and into this center area where the two pads of the ball of the feet meet. This area is very good for the heart. So massaging in here, coming down through the foot and around the back of the heel. This area is also really good if you have any menstrual cramps or pains, just down under the ankle and around the back of the Achilles tendon is a very good area to massage. Okay, and then I'll show you on this side, on the front of the foot, if we want to massage down between each of the bones of the feet, coming down in between the toes. And massaging through. So after we finished our massage, we lie down and do a few minutes of relaxation. We lie on the mat with our back down flat, palms facing upwards. And I'll just grab my guitar. Imagine you're in a beautiful place in nature, surrounded by the softness of wind and light playing upon water and leaves through a forest. As you breathe in, you breathe that sunlight into your toes and feet, warming the balls of the feet, the bones, the tendons and the muscles, radiating through the heels into the ankles and feeling the feet release and relax all their tensions. As that light comes up through the calves, releasing and relaxing the calves, into the knees, where the knees release and relax all their tension, into the thighs, relaxing the thighs, coming up into the hips. Feel the hips release and relax as that warmth and light radiates from the base of the spine up through each of the vertebrae in the spine, relaxing the buttocks, the pelvic girdle, the lower abdomen and waist. Releasing, relaxing the liver, the diaphragm. And feel that light and warmth touching the base of the rib cage, releasing each of the ribs connected to the spine. Feel that light and warmth flood into the lungs, up the side of the body, flooding the heart, the upper lungs, the shoulder blades, the back. Feel that warmth and light continuing up through the vertebrae, into the base of the neck, flooding the shoulders, the shoulder joints, and flowing down into the fingertips to release and relax the fingers, the thumbs, the palms of the hands, and the wrists. Feel that light and warmth flooding through the wrists into the lower arms, coming into the elbows, flooding through the upper arms and into the shoulders. Release and relax each of the shoulders with light and warmth, love and gratitude. as that light floods through into the base of the neck, coming up through those vertebrae, releasing the jaw, the lips, the teeth, and the tongue, into the base of the skull, the base of the jaw, under the ears. Feel that light and warmth flooding through the ears, coming up through from the base of the skull into the brain, releasing and relaxing the cheeks, the nose, the eyes, the backs of the eyes, the eyebrows and forehead. Feel that warmth and light flooding through into the temples and coming up through the forehead, around the hairline and into the top of the head. So that from the tip of the toes right up to the top of the head, the body is feeling released and relaxed. Breathing in warmth, light, love, and breathing out any anxiety, any tightness in the body and the mind. Papa, Kevala, Papa, Papa, na, Papa, Kevala, Papa, Papa, nam, Kevala, Papa, nam, Kevala. Pavanam Kevalam, Pavanam Kevalam. When you're ready, we'll bring our arms up over the head. Breathe in deeply. Breathing light and love through the body. Lift the knees up onto the chest. Hugging the knees closely to our chest, feeling that light, that love, that oneness. Rolling over to the side. And very gently coming up into a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Kate, the Greenie, Yogini. Hope you come to join me in the garden. Namaskar. If I can do it, we can do it. Let us all get healthy and in good wealth together.